Good morning, folks. It is Sunday, the 27th of February. This is Flat Cap Callum. I'm hoping you are all very, very well. All right, coming up on today's much shorter video, we've got a review of yesterday. We're going to do a quick anti-post review from a couple of horses I've already talked about. We've got today's bet, which is half stake day. So after 3 days of doing a stake and a half, we're going to go Sleepy Sunday, half stake day, just one bet. That's coming up, and then we'll do a word on the golf as well. All right, okay. Review of yesterday. It was a funny day, really, because although we lost on the channel, it didn't feel too bad, which is really strange, and I'm really sorry if you guys lost betting my bets yesterday. Getting 60% back on a Saturday sort of felt like a win, because it's been even worse than that. So I made it £30 on, 17.90 back is what I got on in here. So we'll talk you through the bets. So the first bet was a Win Trixie. We're really unlucky, I think. Marco Island and Destined to Shine both won, and then Mark's bet was a head from winning, so it was only beating a head. That is the difference between us getting £5 back and £45 back. So that would have given us a 50% profit on the day on that first bet. So close but no cigar, really. And then with the lucky 15s, it was a bit mixed, really, between okay and not okay. So we had Solid Stone down the field, but then we had Foxborough Place, Happy Romance Place, Neef Road lost the race at the start. If you watched that one, it was unfortunate. So we got a placed double there, Foxborough 8s and Happy Romance at 10s on the channel. Then the next one was the big price one, T's Components, yes, SP'd at 40s. I can't believe that SP'd at 40s. We only had it 33s on the channel, and because I put the bet on before the favourite came out, my bet subject to a 35p reduction in the pound for a Rule 4. So hopefully some of you got 40s on that betted SP, but on the channel we only got 33s with a 35p reduction, so really frustrating. That Brave Eagle was disappointing. Then Kitty's Light ran a great race. That was second at 16s. Again, really surprised that price held. And then Ascon was down the field. So on the channel, another lucky 15 with each way place double. I got back 7.39, including the additional single on Kitty's Light for that, which didn't quite break the bet even. So I'm hoping some of you, if you did SPs, would have done better than me. We then had the next lucky 15, which was really disappointing, other than the last leg, Hungry Tiger, which did win. It SP'd at 7-2. We had it 11-2 on the channel. There was a Rule 4 on that one too, 10p deduction in the pound, so I got 268 back. And then the Wolverhampton one, there's really not much to say. It was really poor. Headshot was the only one. It was a head from being placed, but that's still not going to have got us very much cash. So as I said, 30 on, 17.90 back. So a 60% back or 40% loss, depending on how you look at it. That being said, it's been a really good week for the channel. So even if we lose our bets today and we lose the golf, we're still guaranteed to make at least £80 profit, which would be our best profit margin on a weekly basis we've had since we started. So that's really good. All right. Anti-post review, so very quick on this. We did have Big Nasty, I mentioned, but these aren't for the stats, but I did mention Big Nasty for the IDA. It didn't turn up, so that was frustrating, but definitely one to watch next time wherever they end up placing it. So Big Nasty did turn up, but then the other one I've given you a tip for is the Grand National, so Enjoy de Allen, and I talked about that, I think it was 8th of February, I've looked back in my archive, 8th of February, talked about it there at 33-1 paying 4 places, or 25s paying 5. You could have got there, and since then it's been backed in. The weights have come out, they look favourable. JP McMahon has bought it this week. He's a very shrewd trainer and likes the Grand National a lot. It's now 14-1 joint second favourite, so there's still a little bit of value, I would say, in that. It's not something I would bet on anti-post at 14s. I think if it turns up on the day, it's going to be shorter than that, I think. But yeah, so hopefully some of you have took that bet when I said it, because at the moment it's looking like a decent bet because there's a lot of value in it. So let's see. All right, today's bet for Sleepy Sunday, one bet, 4 horses, each way lucky 15. We just about got there with today's bet. They're much later in the day, so we've got 350 to start us off at Fontwell. Legal rights. Sky Bet are paying 4. Not all bookmakers are, but I would still take that bet if they weren't paying 4. I think it's decent enough at 6s. 440 Hereford, Pottlewrath, Sky Better paying 4. There are other bookmakers paying 4 on that one too, so have a look. That's only fives. Then we've got the sort of the punt of the bet by a considerable margin. So 450 Fontwell, Prince de Malvo 33s. There's a lot of value, I think, in the price. Whether it's going to get there or not is debatable. So it's a risky horse to have in the bet. It is a big price. But it's worth. I felt like it was worth it in the context of the prices of the other horses. So Prince de Malvo 33s, and then we've got 5 o'clock Newcastle, which is the Newcastle. What am I talking about? 5 o'clock at Naas. So over in Ireland, 5 o'clock at Naas. There's nothing on at Newcastle today. Ignore me. 5 o'clock at Naas, Aaron's Day. So 6 places on Sky Bet. A lot of bookies are paying 5. I wouldn't take the bet if it's only 4 places. I don't think. But Aaron's Day, 16 to 1 in there. So we've got a 25p each way lucky 15, and we've then got an additional 75p each way double on the top 2 there. So just a 75p each way double there, and an additional 50p each way single just on Aaron's Day. The reason for that is that, I could have just done it a straight lucky 15 and used all the stake. Because Prince de Malvo is the risky one, we'll get a decent return if it places. But if it doesn't, I wanted to spread a little bit more of the stake in other places, so that if only a couple of bits of it come off, we're more likely to get a bit more back. So I've spread the stake a bit like that. So that is £10 you bet. That's what we've got for today. And then word on the golf. Golf's going quite well at the moment. We've got last round tonight. So our main players all are teeing off around 5:45, 6 o'clock. So one to keep an eye on in through the evening to see how we're doing. So if you are on those, we've got Honda Classic. Sam Ryder is currently tied for placings. So he's got every chance of getting there. So one to watch. CT Pan's only 3 shots away from placing, so he's not completely out of it. And then over in the Colour Guard Classic, we're still doing really, really well there. So Woody Austin is currently in placings, and Rod Pampling's 1 shot from placings. They've both got opportunities there. So got some things to watch for in the golf, but you never quite know. It can go really, really badly from there, or it can go really brilliantly from there, or it just stays the same. It's very unpredictable in the golf. Okay, that's what we've got. So hope you have a nice day today on a Sunday, a nice relaxing chilled Sunday. You don't know where you are, but where I am, I've got blue sky and sunshine, so I'll probably go outside. Enjoy your day. I will see you in the morning. Thanks very much. Cheerio.